Hi everybody, I'm Tom, and this is your word for the day. Our word for the day is the word robe, and our verse comes from Genesis chapter 37, verse 3. Which says, Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other children because Joseph had been born to him in his old age. So one day, Jacob had a special gift made for Joseph, a beautiful robe. You know, I love the story of Joseph because it reminds me that it's okay to be different. So many of us today are trained to conform to our culture. Joseph proves to us that you can be in the culture without imitating the culture. And he lived in a culture of hate and deceit and self-preservation. His brothers hated him. His boss's wife lied about him, and his boss threw him into prison where a fellow prisoner forgot him. His life was marked by one tragedy after another. But how did this all start for Joseph? It started with his father. His father favored him, and Joseph knew it. He knew he was loved by his father. His identity was closely connected to his father's love. Jacob. His father made him a special robe. This caused jealousy and even hatred from his brothers. But you know what Joseph did? He kept wearing the robe. He was different, and he didn't apologize for it either. Now, we could argue all day about whether or not Joseph rubbed his favoritism in the face of his brothers. But the bottom line is, we're not sure. But we are sure that God was with him. Why do I know that? Because in the story of Joseph, everywhere he found himself, in the pit, in Potiphar's house, or in prison, the Bible says the Lord was with him. Why? Because he was true to who he was, a loved son who obeyed his father. Now, if you try to be the same as everyone else and conform to their ways, you will be accepted. And that's what a lot of people want. But if you are different and stand up for who you are, a loved child, obedient to the Father, you will eventually be respected. Now, the Bible says when we get to heaven, we will meet the one who died for us. Guess what he will be wearing? A robe. And it will be embroidered with the words King of Kings and Lord of Lords. What was it that Jesus said about his role here on earth? He came to do the will of his Father. He was loved by and obedient to his Father. He was different. May we all have the courage to follow his example. Hey, I look forward to the next time we can get together and learn from our word for the day.